How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I know I haven't did a video in a little while, but been a little busy, a lot of family stuff and all that, but today's video is about being selfish. When it comes to your success, right, you should be selfish. Now, let me elaborate on what I mean. You should always put yourself first. When it comes to your success, you always put yourself first. And what I mean is, I'm not talking about your very inner circle. I mean, as far as your kids and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's not even include them. I'm not talking about being selfish with your kids or your wife or anything like that. But anyone outside of anything that is not benefiting that is not gonna basically be part of your success, who is helping you succeed, you must put them on the back burner. So what I mean by that, let's just say if you got a friend or a family member that needs to move, right? But you got a test tomorrow. And you're not 100% confident in the way the test may go. And you need your study time. You need your study time. But your friend or whatever doesn't have anyone to help him move. Now, a lot of people may not agree with this. But that is your opinion. But the truth is, you should stay home and get your shit done. Because at the end of the day, you shall hold yourself accountable 100% when it comes to your success. Now, some people will be like, well, I had to help my cousin. That's the reason why. Or my friend. That's the reason why I didn't get as much study time in. That's why I failed. The truth is, that's a cop-out. Because you were a fucking coward and you couldn't say no. And the reason why you couldn't say no is because you valued what other people thought about you and your success more than what you thought about it. So, because you couldn't say no, now you fucking failed your test, which gave you whatever, a C, and who knows, it could just boil down into so many things. But, like I said, when it comes to your success and when it comes to you pushing forward, you need to hold yourself accountable 100%. Now, a lot of people are not going to like that because you may not go out with your friends or your family when they feel you should, and it's because you're too fucking busy grinding. You're too busy getting it. You're too busy trying to fucking stamp your career, your life. And when you move in that manner, a lot of people are not used to that. So they're used to people that would say, yes, I would go over and help you. And the next thing you know, you're fucking making excuses for why you fucking failed. But the truth is, at the end of the day, you were a fucking coward. You couldn't tell them no. And now you failed, or whatever the case may be. Something got fucked up because you couldn't say no. Now, and I can tell you wholeheartedly, especially where I'm at in my life, if someone or something is not in alignment with what I'm doing and stuff like that, I have no fucking problem saying no. And I understand they may be upset and all that other bullshit, but at the end of the day, I don't want any excuses for why I didn't get to where I'm gonna be. So when you take 100% responsibility, you're not going to allow anyone to get in your fucking way. And you should not care what anyone thinks. Because at the end of the day, if they can't sit there and say, I understand, you know what, you're grinding and that's very important to you. If they can't say that, then they're fucking selfish themselves. That means they were probably only thinking about themselves. And they took whatever you said to heart. And if they couldn't understand that, you know, you're trying to better yourself, you're trying to better your life, your children's lives, or whatever the case may be, then I mean, fuck them. But at the end of the day, it's about bettering yourself as a person and making absolutely no excuses and not caring what anyone thinks. You guys have no idea how limitless it is when you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. When you don't care. Because at the end of the day, half of them make fucking excuses anyways for the reason why they are where they're at. You know, when you don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks. I'm not talking about your children and family, because some people, oh, what about your kids and your mom? I'm not talking about them, dumbass. I'm talking about, you know, the guys you work with, or some guy you know, or whatever the case may be. When you don't give a fuck about what any of them think, and you're doing you, then whatever they say has no effect on you. Whatever they... Put it this way. If you care too much about what people think, your success in life is only going to go as far as they permit it. Because, let's just say, for instance, if you were going to go to a certain seminar and you knew that seminar was going to add more value to you as a person, and you said no because your friend went and talked you into thinking it was a stupid idea, and you're wasting your money, and they don't understand. So you didn't go to the seminar, and now you didn't acquire a certain knowledge that would have helped you better yourself or get you into a different position in life. So they kind of had control over your success. When you don't move like that, and they can tell you, anyone can tell you, listen, it's a stupid idea, I don't even know why you're doing it. When you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, and you move how you want to move, and you say and do whatever the fuck you want to do, your success is fully, you control your success fully. When you're operating off someone else's opinion about you, when you're operating off someone else's ideas, like I said, you're only going to go as far as they permit it. That may be it may take a while for that to sink in, but it's true. Think about it. Think about it. So, all in all, respect what everyone says. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say, oh, you're a fucking idiot. No, respect what they say. You know what I mean? Listen to them. Just don't, when they talk, just don't say, oh, you're a fucking idiot. No. Listen to them. Because if you don't listen, sometimes they may give you some valuable information, and you might actually be able to use it. So just don't like blow everyone off, and no. Listen to what they have to say. Respect what they say. As a man or a woman or a human being, respect what they say. But if it doesn't line up with your morals, your principles, your values, and then just, you know, do what the hell you were going to do anyway. But not for 1 second should you ever think that you're better than anyone. Because when it comes to brain power, and when it comes to what we can do as human beings, as women, as men, we can all pretty much, I'm not talking about physical attributes, because I know for a fact, like, if it comes to like Shaquille O'Neal, I can't dunk on Shaquille O'Neal. There are limits to certain physical traits that we have. But when it comes to brain power and what we can do and what we can learn, it's damn near limitless. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do when you really, really put your mind to it. When you move in a way with pure confidence, and you know you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it, you make no excuses, and you go at it with everything you have, you can do it. Whether it's starting a new business from the ground up, being a top salesman in a certain area, trust me, you can do any of that. You can do any of that. First you see it in your mind, and then you go and do it. If you can picture it in your mind, then you pretty much can do it. So, always listen to what people have to say. Don't ever for 1 second think you are better than another person, even if the person is fucking homeless. There's a guy that was homeless at one point who is worth like $34.5 billion now. And he put his mind to something. I believe he created like women's shampoo, women's hair conditioner, some shit like that. But he would, what most people would call a bum. He had nothing to his name. One of the richest people you would ever find on this planet. Came from the fucking street, living on the street, eating out of garbage cans, to being one of the richest people you would ever meet. $34.5 billion. Now, if that doesn't speak in volumes for itself, then I don't know what the fuck will. So, moral of the story is, be selfish with your success. Value other people's opinions. Don't doubt yourself. Always listen to people. You never know where your next idea may come from. It may come from someone that you thought was a complete moron, and he went and put something in your head, and now you have a brand new idea that may make you money, may not make you money, it could do so many things. I mean, there is no certain catch to it, but it may make you, who knows, or it may help you, I don't know, raise your kids better. He may have said something that maybe now you created a new software. So, yes, be very, very selfish with your success. Very selfish. Always, always, when it comes to your success, put yourself first and love yourself. There's a great saying that goes, if you can't love yourself, how the fuck do you expect to love someone else? Because if that's the way you're operating, what you're trying to do is you're trying to fill in a gap. You're trying to fill a hole with someone else's love to make you feel complete. At the end of the day, you're fucking fooling yourself. If you can't love yourself 100%, you can't fully love someone else 100%. All you're trying to do is compensate, and that shit never works. And many may disagree with that, but depending on who you ask, it may just be an insecurity speaking anyway. So, I'll say it again. Moral of the story: be selfish with your success. Put yourself first. And I'm not talking about, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not talking about your kids and no. That is something totally different. I'm talking about someone outside. You know what I mean? Outside of your circle. Put yourself first. Make sure you get your shit done first. Because at the end of the day, what some people will do is they'll make excuses. Well, I had to help this person. That's why. No. The truth is, like I said before, you were a fucking coward, and you didn't have the balls to go and tell them no, because you cared too much about what someone else thought about you, or what someone else thought that you're greedy or whatever. Man, fuck all that shit. That's just a way for them to compensate for something that they have in themselves. So. And always respect what people say. Listen to people. And don't ever think you're better than someone else because of a fucking car you got or a certain job you got. Insecure people think like that. They think they're better than a person because they got a Mercedes S-Class and the other person has a Mercedes C-Class. Those are fucking idiots. Always listen to people. You have no idea what you may learn that day. Just taking the time to sit and listen to someone for 5 minutes. It could have gave you a synchronized idea, and who knows, it could have taken you to the next level, or it could have bettered you as a person. So that's pretty much it. I apologize about not doing videos for a long time. I've been in my own little world a little bit, but I'm getting myself back together, and things are really, really looking good for me. And one day I will tell you I'm being mentored by Dan Pena. That's going to be fun. Alright, guys. Thank you. Have a good one. Oh, remember, what the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. You won't hear a truer statement in your life. Thank you.